You've never seen frugal living done this well. Right now, life is expensive almost everywhere. Rent is rising. Food costs more than ever. Even simple things like coffee or gas can eat up your paycheck fast. But what if someone told you they lived well on just $12,000 a year, without giving up joy, style, or travel? Meet Clara Jensen, a 29-year-old woman living in Copenhagen, Denmark. She lives in a small, cozy apartment. She eats organic food, wears beautiful clothes, and even travels twice a year. But here's the twist. She lives on less than most people spend in 3 months. Clara doesn't clip coupons all day or live without internet. She's not stuck. In fact, she's thriving. So, how does she do it? What's her secret? Is this just luck, or a smarter way of life we've all missed? Let's step into Clara's world. What you're about to read might change the way you think about money for good. A frugal life that feels rich. Most people think frugal living means saying no to everything. No fun, no shopping, no vacations. Just cheap meals and old clothes. But Clara sees it differently. She says, frugal living isn't about cutting back. It's about choosing better. Instead of wasting money on things she doesn't care about, she spends only on what truly matters to her. For example, she doesn't buy takeout or alcohol. She doesn't chase fashion trends. But she does spend money on fresh food, quality skincare, and online courses that help her grow. Her apartment is small but beautiful. Every item in her home has a purpose and a story. She keeps her space simple and calm, which helps her feel happy and focused. Clara calls it value-based spending. If something doesn't bring real value to her life, she skips it. This way, she enjoys more, spends less, and never feels deprived. In her world, frugal doesn't mean boring. It means intentional and powerful. Before we get into Clara's clever money hacks, I'd highly recommend that you subscribe to this channel if you want to learn practical ways to live well, spend less, and achieve financial freedom without feeling deprived. We share simple, powerful ideas every day that help you save smarter and live richer. Clara's way of saving money isn't about the tips like stop drinking coffee or cut out Netflix. She uses creative hacks most people have never even heard of. 1. The no-spend months, with a fun twist. Clara blocks off 10 months of the year where she doesn't spend money on anything extra. No new clothes, gadgets, or takeout. But she made a fun system called Joy Points. Every time she bikes instead of using the bus, sells something she doesn't use, or finishes a book, she earns points. Each point is worth $20, and she can use them on small treats, like a fancy meal or a new book. It turns saving money into a game. 2. Sharing subscriptions with friends. Clara and 5 close friends created a system to share subscriptions. One pays for Netflix. Another pays for Spotify. Someone else pays for Kindle Unlimited. They all share access and save hundreds of dollars a year. They even made a subscription calendar so everyone gets full value, without overlap. 3. Investing in herself, not stuff. Instead of buying things she doesn't need, Clara puts small amounts, sometimes just $10 to $30 a month, into learning new skills online. She's taken classes on writing, design, and even AI tools. These skills helped her become a freelancer and work just 4 days a week. 4. Being time-rich. Clara doesn't chase money. She chases time. She lives simply, so she doesn't have to work full-time. Her schedule is mostly open. She says, free time is the new luxury. These hacks aren't just smart. They're fun, personal, and powerful. And almost no one else is doing them yet. Secondly, let's talk about the idea behind it. Why do Clara's habits stick, while most people give up after a week? It's not just discipline, it's smart psychology. Clara sets up her life to make saving easy and natural. She uses a trick called default automation. Every month, part of her money goes straight into savings and investments, automatically. She never sees it, so she doesn't miss it. She also uses commitment contracts. Clara tells her friends her monthly goals, like, I'll only spend $100 this month on non-essentials. If she breaks it, she has to donate $20 to a cause she doesn't support. That small risk keeps her focused. But the real magic? She makes saving fun. Clara and her friends play weekly money games. For example, can you eat well for $10 this week? They compare meals, swap recipes, and laugh about it. She also uses visual tools. Instead of boring budgets, she tracks habits with colorful boards and mood charts that make her feel good. Clara's secret isn't just about spending less. It's about designing a life where good money habits feel easy, social, and even enjoyable. Third, tiny spaces, big style. Clara lives in a tiny 350 square foot apartment, but you'd never guess it. Her home looks like something from a design magazine. She doesn't buy cheap furniture just to fill space. Instead, she rents beautiful pieces from a local app that lets people share stylish furniture. This way, her space always looks fresh without big spending. She also changes her home's look by swapping decor with friends and neighbors. One month, she has boho-style pillows. The next, it's minimal and modern. Her golden rule? One in, one out. If she brings something new into her home, she gives something else away or sells it. Every item in Clara's apartment is either useful or brings her joy. Nothing is wasted, and nothing feels cluttered. Living small for Clara doesn't mean living less. It means living smart, with beauty and purpose in every corner. Next is from avoidance to abundance. Clara wasn't always good with money. Just 5 years ago, she was broke, stressed, and lost. In 2020, she lost her job during the pandemic. She had to move back in with her parents. She felt like a failure. But during that quiet, hard time, she read a book about voluntary simplicity. The idea was simple but powerful. What if you could live better by needing less? Clara didn't change everything overnight. She made one small, smart decision every week. Slowly, her life began to feel lighter. She realized saving money isn't about avoiding things. It's about building the life I actually want. Now Clara feels free, not restricted. She's built a life full of peace, purpose, and fun, without spending a lot. And she's not alone. Around the world, more young people are choosing this kind of life. They're saying no to fast fashion and constant shopping. They're saying yes to homemade meals, nature walks, simple living, and quiet freedom. Online, trends like de-influencing, quiet luxury, and no-buy months are growing fast. People are tired of chasing more. They want better. Clara's lifestyle isn't just a one-off story from Copenhagen. Around the world, more people are quietly building similar lives. In Tokyo, minimalist design meets frugal habits. In Lisbon, remote workers are downsizing for more freedom. In Toronto, young adults are trading luxury condos for shared homes and cozy routines. From Tokyo to Toronto, more people are swapping big spending for small, meaningful living. This movement isn't about where you live, it's about how you choose to live. Clara's story is just one version of a growing global shift toward simplicity, intention, and smart spending. Clara's journey is part of a bigger change. It's not about fear. It's not about missing out. It's about living on your own terms and learning that real abundance comes from knowing what truly matters. Of course, it's not always easy. Clara admits that sometimes she feels pressure to spend more to keep up with others. But she says the peace she feels living this way always brings her back. You don't have to live exactly like Clara to enjoy a simpler, richer life. But you can borrow some of her smart habits to build your own version. 1. Know what rich means to you. Take a moment and ask, what really makes me happy? Is it free time, health, travel, peace? Make a list. Then focus your money on those things and cut the rest. 2. Do a silent audit. For 1 month, write down every dollar you spend. Don't judge it. At the end, look back and ask, was it worth it? This will show you where your money goes and where it could go instead. 3. Make a no-regret list. Write down 5 things you've bought that always make you happy. Use this list to shape your spending. 4. Use friction to slow down spending. Clara's trick. She keeps her debit card in a small lockbox with a 24-hour timer. It gives her time to think before buying something she doesn't need. Start small. 1 change a week is enough. In time, you'll build a money life that fits you perfectly. You've never seen frugal living done this well because it's not about being cheap. It's about being clear. Clara didn't choose less. She chose better. Her life is full of peace, freedom, and small joys, not because she spends more, but because she spends with purpose. Frugal living, when done right, doesn't feel like a punishment. It feels like a power move. It's not about saying no to everything. It's about saying yes to the right things. You don't have to follow every step Clara takes, but you can take one small step today. Because in the end, living well doesn't have to cost more. Sometimes it costs less and gives you more than you ever expected. What's one thing you could stop spending on this week, and one thing worth spending more on? Now, if you want to learn more about achieving financial success, then watch this video next.